What have we gotten ourselves into? Oh, my goodness.
The dimension of sight and sound.
And of mind.
You and Chris are going to be in here talking about God knows what.
Okay, so this is going to be a fun one. I'm just telling you.
As far as you know.
As far as you know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another exciting episode of the Butch and Chris Show.
It's us.
I did. That's you and me. And joined at the podcast table today, ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Renfro.
Yes.
The person I over-married to about 39 years ago. 39
she's
years.
She's also known as my partner in crime.
That's true. She pretty much, she teams up with you, and
Team Chris.
Well, it's easy.
Team Chris, yeah.
It's easy.
She's distracted. She's got her phone out. She's doing her.
Well, because I'm looking at stuff from the last show. Here, I'll put it down.
Yeah. Outlaw country, and among other things, was the topic of the last show.
I don't know
you
if
may want to go back
topic or not. But.
Yeah, we did not a whole lot. So, Debbie, what were you looking up on over there?
About the song, "The Ride."
Yeah.
That
with David Allen Coe.
Yeah.
About the siren that you mentioned.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So, anyway, I'll put it down.
But anyway, actually, I want to tell you guys a little bit about. You ever been surprised by a concert? In that, in a good way.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, so
I'll tell you who really impressed me. They were not the headliner, but they pretty much stole the show, and that was when Damn Yankees opened for Bad Company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was
That's some
very
good stuff
impressed with that band. That was a really cool band.
Yeah, Damn Yankees were really good. Some interesting stuff about them is they were paid $1 million to go away. Did you know that?
I did not.
By who?
Well, so here's the deal.
Everybody, pass the hat, boys.
So here's what had happened when they released 2 albums. Mm-hmm. They did really well.
They did exceptionally well.
And then they just disappeared. And the reason is because the record company, they thought, grunge is huge now, and the music has changed, and so they basically gave them $1 million to just
piece or one of the.
I'm not sure about that, but it was like $1 million to just.
I can't see Alpha Male Ted letting that go.
Yeah, but
no, I'm getting $1 million by myself.
No, well, I don't know, $250,000, and I can go deer hunting for a while.
Yeah,
that's probably.
I'm just talking.
That's in 1990 money too.
I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's $750,000 difference, Butch. That's a lot.
That's a lot. I
could do a lot more deer hunting.
I could do a lot more deer hunting with $1 million. But anyway, they were paid by the record company to basically say, don't put out an album.
That was
they
Ted Nugent, Tommy Shaw,
Jack Blades, and Michael Carleone, which is the drummer. Nobody cares about that. But it was good stuff.
Tommy Shaw was from Styx. For people that don't know him, Blades was from Night Ranger.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were a great band.
Oh, my God. Awesome.
They were a great band.
I saw them.
We love Night Ranger.
Yeah.
I like Night Ranger,
We
too.
always go see Night Ranger. But as far as surprised, that Bryan Adams, when he redid The Reckless, he toured with that Reckless album.
Yeah,
I guess it was an anniversary, and we saw him up at the Amp. That was a phenomenal show.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and Fleetwood
really
Mac in Little Rock was a phenomenal show.
Good.
I did not know what to expect from them, but I was impressed.
Well, you guys are naming all of these big name acts and stuff like that. Let me tell you where I was surprised. About 3 weeks ago, I took Ryan and Bradley up to go see Weird Al Yankovic.
I really wanted to see that, too.
Let me tell you something right now. I basically took them to, just because they wanted to go.
Sure.
And the fact of the matter is, I was so impressed with that show. I mean, it was
he has to put on the show.
And his band is one of the best live bands that I've ever seen. Because you think about it, they have to play every style of music that's out there. And it was amazing. It was a freaking amazing show. Yeah. Weird Al
He's had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
He really has. He's had a hell of a career.
So, Chris, I think this is the time we should talk about our producers, don't you?
Talk about them.
Let's talk about them a little bit.
I know a lot about a lot of these people.
These are the fantastic people that give us money to make poor decisions each week on this podcast, and we certainly appreciate it. And we're kicking off with
Big Daddy Rage.
Smiley!
Smiley. Shut up, Smiley. Kate Salter.
Roger McDougal.
Melinda Hignite.
Dusty Breeze. Breeze, and we're moving on from Dusty Breeze. Chris B. Nancy Schwartz.
Big Josh Ramsey.
Just getting off the trail.
Fran Adams.
Bradford Mason.
Yeah, we usually say Donna's husband. We're actually going to say, Brad, because we actually do love Brad. That's why we mess with him.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Yeah, let's not get crazy. And then Tanya Highland, our first ever producer, the first one that said, you know what, I'm going to give these guys a little bit of money.
They need the help.
Because they need help. And eternal love to Linda and Steven. Thank you to all of our fantastic supporters. Find out how you can support this here podcast by going over to butchandchris.com.
I recommend it.
I recommend it.
At least 10 people been there.
Tens of people listening to this show. And so there's that's going on. So, guys, the topic today, I just want...
hang on. I got a topic for you.
Wait. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has popped his second or third beverage of the night. And you always like have a slight spill. No, dude, don't worry about it. We got it. No, just wipe it on your pants. Quit being a girl. Oh my gosh. I've got to go wash my hands. I got a little beverage on them. Anyway. Anyway, we're waiting. Well, we're waiting.
What a classic movie.
It is a great... that's the sounds I need to put on here. Is some Caddyshack.
You do.
I need to put some Caddyshack sounds on here.
Wipe that up with.
Oh, dude. Oh, my gosh. Well, let's just stop the podcast. Okay.
That would be out of sight, dude.
We got through the producers. Come on.
That's true. We did get through the producers.
Come on, man. This was a little foamy.
A little foamy on there. So I thought today a fun one would be TV theme songs. And since you and Deb are here, I'm going to start playing the theme song. And we may dip into some commercials later.
I got a question. Is Debbie really here?
Debbie's really here. Sort of. She's kind of on the...
I'm waiting for my time.
She's waiting for her moment to strike.
When it's appropriate for me to jump in.
Oh, wait a minute, Deb. You are brave. They're going to take your woman card. When do you ever need any appropriate time to
jump
in?
Well, y'all are just having your little talk about stuff that I don't know anything about. So
you don't.
I wasn't ready to jump in yet.
You don't know any of these producers?
Yes, she does.
Well, I do, but y'all have your little spiel that you do.
We do have a spiel.
So
we kind of have a spiel.
Can we call it something other than a spiel?
A spiel.
Your little routine.
Do we have a routine?
That superhero movie with Ben Stiller. What is the name of that movie?
Oh gosh,
he just screams at people.
Yeah,
that sounded like that guy that was the spleen.
It's like the angry guy. The spleen.
The spleen.
The spleen. Mystery Men is the one you're thinking of. Yeah, that's
what was his name? Rage.
I don't know, but he was like a rage. Yeah, he like just and really his superpowers. He got really mad. Which I think I could do that.
Who was the other guy that played the Underminer or whatever?
The Underminer.
I don't think it was Underminer. I think that was other.
I don't know. See, this is one of these little things y'all get into. I'm like, I don't know what
she has no idea what we're talking about at all.
I don't think anybody on here.
Nobody else does.
This
Chris
is why I didn't.
So this is one of these moments where Chris and I are just saying, "Hey, man, you know this," and people are listening, going,
"Oh,
what?"
My God.
But anyway,
guys, we were the outcast children. Nobody wanted to play with us.
Nobody wanted to play with us.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, TV theme songs. So I thought what I would do is I'd just play some theme songs and we'd just have a little fun with it.
What era?
70s.
Ooh.
How about some 70s TV theme songs for tonight?
Load them up.
So how about, let's start with this one.
Let's get it going.
All in the
All in
Family.
family.
Oh, yeah.
Songs that made the hit parade.
Yeah.
Guys like us, we had it
Made.
Those were the days.
Somebody put a clip of this show on,
God.
I think it was YouTube. I think it is YouTube. And it was Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
He was talking. It was just a small clip. It was like, this could be made today. And it was pretty bad. And I tried to pull it up today to show it to somebody, and it had been removed.
They've been removed.
Like,
So
really?
another show that came out about the same time was actually a spinoff of this one right here that you got.
Well, we're moving on up. Woo! To the east side. To the deluxe apartment in the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Moving on up.
Chris Curtis.
Move the east side. She's way above mine.
Got a piece of the pie.
Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
Don't burn on the grill.
Or
Took
something.
a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues.
Get my turn it back. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we're moving on up. Woo!
Man.
That would be the Jeffersons, and that is one of my favorites.
And you
Yes.
actually met him, Butch.
I did meet
I was
George
like-
Jefferson. I did meet George
He
Jefferson.
laid his head on your little shoulder.
Listen, he cracked me up when he did that because we were just sitting there for a picture, and so they're about ready to. And if you ever see the picture, you can just tell I'm just losing it. And so we're getting ready to take the picture. He goes, and I just
great.
lost it.
That's
It's
great.
one of the greatest. That was a fantastic
man.
moment.
He was actually good on All in the Family as
Yeah.
well. And then they did the spinoff, and he held his own.
He held his, and he was also in that show Amen. You remember
I
that
really
one?
liked that show. That
haven't
was a good
seen
show.
it again.
Yeah.
He was like was he a preacher or a bishop or
He was a
something?
deacon.
He was a deacon.
Because the
That's right.
Yeah, because yeah.
And he had a daughter that was in love with the preacher.
Yes,
That's what
that was it. See there, you got
She
that.
couldn't. She finally got him to marry her. At the end, that's what the goal of the show was.
That was the goal of the
Get
show, is
them
to get
married
them
off.
two married off
Now
right
I
there.
know how Debbie feels when Butch and I are talking.
That's right.
And you don't know the subject.
What?
Give me a break.
Nope.
Okay, hang on.
Hang
on.
So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit.
That name is so-
Life around the bend. There
Is it
were
Alf?
times
No.
lost a dream or two. Found a trail.
Who's the boss, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Path we're taking.
Yeah. So that was Tony Danza.
And Alyssa
post-taxi.
Milano.
Yeah. Catherine Hellman and Judith Light.
Catherine Hill, was she the redheaded?
Yes, the mom.
Okay.
Yeah, it
She's
wasn't
kinda
a
been in a lot of
monumental
shows.
theme song, dude.
Do what?
That's not a monumental theme song.
Dude, it was one of the. You didn't
I
watch
agree
it.
with you, Chris.
Thank you very much,
Well,
Debbie.
I got one that you can. Neither one of you can argue that this one, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Barney Miller.
No.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. Bradley loves this one.
I can't believe I said Barney Miller.
I know. That's another monumental one.
It is Barney Miller.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sanford and Son, huge song right there.
Y'all remember Aunt Esther on there?
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Have y'all
yes.
ever seen Friday? The movie Friday
is
with
she in
Ice-T.
that one?
Oh my gosh, dude! It comes on and I'm like, I am not in the mood for a gang movie or anything like that. But it's Ice-T and he gets out of bed. And he goes and answers the door, and it's Aunt Esther and another lady. And Aunt Esther says, "Have you heard the word of Jesus Christ today?" And he's like, "Gadoosh!" She goes to her, and she's like, "Well, F you!" And dude, I busted out laughing. I'm Well, we're watching this now.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that, dude, if you've never seen Friday, I recommend Friday. That movie's
That's a good one, huh?
hilarious.
Is that the 18?
This Airwolf. Isn't it?
It's 80s.
It's not Airwolf.
Hang on. Don't.
Oh, this is Magnum.
Yeah,
Magnum
Magnum,
P.I.
Oh, Magnum, yeah.
I know I said 70s, but
I get them mixed up with the Hawaii 5-0.
you know.
Oh, I don't. No, I wouldn't mix that one up.
that was a huge one back then, but nothing could be more iconic than
The Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch,
Yeah.
which was a great show until they brought Oliver in.
Who's Oliver?
He was the cousin. They
He was
brought
a
in
little
like
John
the last
Denver
season.
look-alike.
Yeah, they brought him in like the last season, and it's like
Little blonde-haired kid.
Never seen it.
because all the other
Round
kids were
glasses.
getting older, and so they brought in another younger kid. The same thing happened on Cosby when they brought in Raven Simone. So there you go. But they were never alone. Yeah. So and the other one.
That's WKRP in Cincinnati. Whatever became of me?
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP. Got tired of packing and unpacking. Town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. What a great show.
Oh my gosh.
That was
It's
right
one of
there.
my
I'm
favorite
telling
shows.
you. It
Butch
was
and I love the turkey episode.
absolutely.
Me too, man.
I've seen it on T-shirts. Have you seen it on T-shirts?
You can order
It's got us
T-shirts.
by witness turkey.
I thought turkeys could fly. And yes, you can absolutely order those.
That was a great episode.
They're hitting the ground like bags of
wet cement. I'm serious. One of the funniest moments in sitcom history was that in
He
WKRP.
walked in there just, yeah.
Okay, so I want you to think about when
That
you would.
episode and the one where the state trooper was showing the effects
Oh,
of
with Johnny,
alcohol. Johnny
and the more he
Venus.
drank, the faster his response times got. He
And
was like,
Venus is in there with him. And he looks at Johnny and goes, I want a hat. He's got a hat. I want a hat. And the next scene, he's got on Carlson's big long bill fishing hat, and it's turned up. He's
Oh, my
trash, and
gosh.
Johnny's getting faster.
Oh, my
that was
fun.
so funny in there. Okay, so this one's technically from the 60s, but we watched it in reruns in the 70s quite a bit. And
Yeah, it's Bewitched.
I Dream
No,
of
it's I Dream of Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Same thing.
Oh, I
it
loved,
really was, wasn't it?
I loved I Dream of Jeannie.
I loved them both. I watched both those shows. But you had Barbara Eden on I
Did
Dream
you
of
know
Jeannie.
she's still alive?
Man, that woman
She's
was so
90-something
She was
years
smoking
old.
hot. She was
beautiful.
gorgeous. Beautiful.
She was a
woman.
beautiful lady. And she's,
Man,
And she
she's still
is
kicking.
now.
You
I
look
mean, she
at you
is
look
now.
at some of those iconic actresses from the 60s and 70s. There were some very beautiful women.
Yes.
Beautiful beautiful
Yes.
women.
Well, that's what somebody was saying.
Have you ever seen the young Angie Dickinson?
Beautiful.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, man, what a pretty lady.
What? It was a Megan Kelly podcast, and there's a podcaster on there, and they were talking about Jennifer Aniston, and they're like, none of her movies have really been that successful other than Friends, and people hold her up as this beauty. So Elizabeth Taylor, she's not, as far like Elizabeth Taylor and
She had the prettiest eyes on any
Elizabeth,
man I've
yes.
ever seen in my life.
they're violet.
Violet eyes.
But you
they
said
were
empty
beautiful.
nest, or not empty nest.
Barbara Eden was absolutely
Bewitched.
stunning.
Yeah, she was. Very much so. When she'd get out of the genie outfit and put on a regular dress and have her hair made up like she would. I guess when they finally got married on the show, and man, she's so just a knockout. Her and Ellie Mae Clampett.
She was very
Donna
pretty.
Douglas.
Donna Douglas, yeah.
They said she was very
They
sweet.
said she was very sweet. She used to go to conventions later in life.
Beautiful,
She was very nice on there. But you mentioned this show earlier and had it
That's Barney
the
Miller.
best bass line in a TV show ever. Now, I didn't watch a lot of that, but I recognize the theme song. I didn't watch the show a lot.
Oh, I had to watch the show.
Oh, did your dad like
Oh,
it?
Mom and Dad both loved Barney Miller.
Yeah. I guess the humor was a little bit.
You know, and we don't do that anymore. Everybody streams stuff. I haven't watched primetime television at night.
No,
and
I don't
couldn't
watch.
tell you when. 30 years.
I don't
probably.
put live TV. Very rarely do we put live TV.
I don't even know what's on live.
I don't either.
Other than the news, I really don't even know what shows are on
I don't either.
network television
No
anymore.
idea.
Isn't it?
Bonanza.
Yep, Bonanza.
We got to protect our land. It's pretty much the theme of every show.
It's funny. The networks they'd all do like copy each other, whatever show was coming out. You had Bonanza, Big Valley, and Gunsmoke.
I really like Big Valley.
I liked all of
them.
them.
Talk about another beauty,
Gunsmoke
Linda
was
Evans
great.
on the Big Valley.
Yes. Oh, my
Audra
God.
Bartlett,
You talk about a
stunning.
beautiful woman back in the
So McClintock, the movie
Oh,
McClintock.
Maureen
gosh.
O'Hara,
It's Maureen O'Hara, but there's a very young Stephanie Powers. in
Stephanie
that.
Powers, beautiful.
Yes.
And she
my
was on
gosh.
Heart to Heart, and I loved that
Yeah.
one.
She was a beautiful older woman, also.
She
but
was.
She was a
Right.
beautiful.
She
young
was.
lady.
But I remember, we'd come home, and used to, it was appointment TV that you would watch all of this stuff. And so I remember one was this Happy Days spinoff right here.
We're gonna do it.
Give us a chance, we'll take it.
Hello.
Rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true.
One of the Happy Days spinoffs. Do you remember the other Happy Days spinoff that was successful?
Joni Loves Chachi.
Nope. The other one, it was a lot more successful than that one.
Mork and Mindy?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Mork
about
and Mindy was
Yeah.
huge.
Oh my gosh, Robin Williams, man. What a comedian.
What a comedian.
Holy
What
smokes.
an actor anyway. I mean, he was fantastic in
was.
that show.
He was
And-
fantastic in everything he did.
Yeah, he
And he
was.
was so sad. And I don't understand
It was really
that.
sad, man. You know,
really was.
Yeah, and they say just a super nice guy in person too. So, but he was a great actor too. I remember seeing what was the name of that movie that he did? It was a serious role.
Was it the one
It wasn't
about
was it
he was
Patch
like
Adams?
a neurologist or
Patch
something?
Adams.
Patch Adams
Oh,
was
Patch
one.
Adams.
No, I was thinking it was the one. He was an English teacher.
Dead Poets Society.
Dead Poets Society.
Captain, my
Oh,
Captain.
yeah, Captain,
think
my
that's the
Captain.
best movie he
oh
ever
my
made.
gosh,
Yeah, I
it
agree.
really was. I mean,
that one and Patch Adams, both of those movies are really, really good. There was another one he did.
Was Patch
where-
Adams the Vietnam?
No, Patch
era one?
Adams
No.
where he's the doctor. He was the doctor, and he had a
Oh.
very weird bedside manner, but it was working. He was getting the patients to respond to him. So kind of cool. Really cool story based on a true story.
Yeah,
he did another one where is it what dreams may come, where he's
Yes.
trying to get to his wife who's
I
he's
don't guess I
dead
saw
and he's
that
trying to
one.
get back to her or something to that effect. I think that's right. Yeah, it was awesome. That was an awesome movie.
But
There's no introduction
It's-
needed for this.
it's 4:00 in the
My
afternoon.
brothers watch this
after
every day.
school.
Me too.
And what do you watch? Because every day is.
I wished I had a video of me riding down Locust Street with a towel wrapped around my back on my tricycle going dun 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 dun.
I do too, actually. Here's the thing about that is that we had the little case, which usually what I got was like the oldest kitchen, towel that was put on me. So I was either Goose Man or Blessless House Man, depending on which one got put on me.
Oh, I thought Catwoman was the coolest.
Okay, but there were 3 on there.
Eartha Kitt was one.
Smoking
There were
hot.
3.
Eartha
and
Kitt, and then there was another white chick.
Lee Merriweather
That's what she had the little
was
flip
let me tell you, out of the 3, Julie Newmar.
I don't guess I know. I can't.
Julie
remember.
Newmar was the best Catwoman on that original one. Yeah,
Okay, now I got to look her up. Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar
All
was a
very, very nice
So
looking ladies.
like here I am at 8 years old going, oh, girls maybe don't have cooties, and that might have been.
Well, who played Batgirl? She was pretty hot too, man.
Yvonne.
Oh yeah, she was the prettiest one. Julie
Yeah.
Newmar. She was. I remember her.
Yvonne Craig
No.
played Batgirl on there.
Yep.
She was also in So, okay, you mentioned...
I couldn't be in love with Catwoman, man.
Yeah.
She was a criminal.
Yeah, but,
She was a bad girl.
She was cool.
She was cool, though. But she was one of the cooler ones on there. And we mentioned Mork and Mindy.
Nanu.
How many times did you hear that in 6th or 7th grade?
A lot.
Did you get the rainbow suspenders?
I did not.
Remember?
Had the little hands.
I'm still alive, am I not? If I'd have come home with rainbow suspenders, my dad would have just...
Well,
Rainbow had a
he's
whole
gone
different
crazy,
connotation. And it had little white hands, like little Mickey Mouse hands, that they were the buckles.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas.
you talk about an iconic TV
Dallas.
show.
It definitely held the nation
And the
captive for
theme
sure.
song, especially it was 80.
It was 1980.
I Shot JR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who Shot JR?
Who shot JR?
Who Shot
Who
JR?
Shot JR? Not I Shot JR.
Yeah. I
And it
remember
was Kristen.
there were Thanks for spoiling it, Debbie.
Kristen.
40
Are you sure it wasn't that Vic's Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin. I am never going to financially recover from this. But
Dude, Cindy told me you gotta watch this show.
Oh my gosh.
And I made it through one episode, and I looked at her and I said, I am not watching this.
It ultimately was one of the most depressing things I've
It
ever
was
seen.
so depressing. But the thing that was funny were the YouTube videos that people made about it were so funny.
I didn't see any of those. I just, no, I'm out. I don't care. You know that? Did you know that there were people that knew I know there's no way they didn't know him that lived in the Shorts' old house that had tigers in their backyard.
Oh, dude, I have a whole story
My
about
mom
that.
was about to have a court.
Well, okay, so let me pause this, ladies
They
and
have
gentlemen.
wolves in there now.
No, they don't. They're well, I don't know if they do or not, but
Well,
it's like,
you don't
They did
know
it
what's
one
in there.
time. I
They could
know
have a damn giraffe in there. Have you seen that?
you can't see the house anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm playing the news theme because let me tell you my part in this of the great tiger thing. And let me explain to the people. We had a crazy guy in the old neighborhood where we used to live who thought it was a good idea to keep tigers,
Full grown.
full-grown tigers in a residential neighborhood with a cheap little fence. And one of them actually got out at one time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And so here's the deal. This
I
guy
know
thought...
some boys in the neighborhood like, I just bagged a tiger, find out how much it cost to mount it.
But he had an injunction telling him he had to get rid of the tigers. Well, he didn't do it.
I know.
And so, okay, but wait. Here's where me and Debbie come into this story.
Uh-oh.
We're driving to my parents one day. I said, he still had those tigers out there. So I go back. At the time, I'm working for KTHV in Little Rock. And I go and I tell our news director, I said, you know that story we did 3 months ago about the guy in Conway that told to get rid of the tigers? He goes, yeah. He said, he's still got the tigers. He's going, I'm sending some people out there. So that's how we ended up, I think, getting rid of, because we actually brought some legal action or attention to it where legal action was actually
brought
upon
they needed
it.
to go, dude.
I would like to see the face of the field reporter that was told, hey, you need to go up to the house that has the tigers.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He was not willing to come to the door and do
That's
that.
when your mom and dad, Jessica, and the two kids were living up there, and I heard on that my mom had a police scanner. She lived by
Yes.
and I called your parents. And I said, listen, get the kids in the house. The tiger is out. And I heard your mom yell for your dad, and he wouldn't answer. And I said, he's loaded up.
He's loading
up.
Yeah.
He's loading up.
He wouldn't be mounting a tiger. He'd be like, Lucy, get the pot ready.
Yeah.
We ain't never had no tiger.
I've got my gun. I'm getting in the truck. I'm coming back
We're
with the
gonna
tiger.
do some.
It can't be no different mountain lion. It's fine. I got
We're
this.
going to be doing some tiger jerky. That's all I'm saying. Tiger jerky.
Oh, man.
But that's a true story right there. This crazy guy was keeping tiger, and now apparently he still lives there, because when you look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is insane. This guy has
Man, whoever buys that's going to have to bulldoze that down.
dude. You know what I do? I just say, you know what, we just need to burn the house down, because
Listen, they're probably going to find him dead in there one of these days.
that's probably true.
That's what's
I've
going
been
to
in
happen.
that house multiple times, and it was a nice house.
Okay, so enough on TV theme songs. Let's take a word from our sponsor and listen to some favorite. Okay,
We have a sponsor.
well, we did back in the day.
Reach out and touch someone.
Which can get you in trouble. HR will want to speak with you.
Reach out and touch someone.
Is this an AT&T commercial?
It was, what was the Bell system?
Was it
Remember
Bell?
Southwestern Bell?
Oh, yeah.
And it's run up a long distance phone bill. And kids, if you don't know what a long distance phone bill is, you're fairly young.
You've never had your ass beat with a bell.
What are you doing calling, the so and so in Little Rock? It's going to cost. But my favorite commercial ever.
My baloney has a first name.
It's OSCAR.
My baloney has a second name. It's MAYER. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say your Meyer has a way with BOLOGNA.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in
we
Bologna.
did that off the cuff. Nobody had words. Everybody just knows that song.
Everybody knows that song. Okay, let's see. What's another one here that you guys would recognize? Oh no, of course.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for
Mike,
me.
you'll eat it.
You try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it.
Life.
I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it.
He hates everything.
Remember, we tried to feed him mud and crickets.
He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Maybe he
There are
doesn't
two
like
kinds
mud.
of Life cereals to please all kinds of kids. Regular Life and Cinnamon Life. Part of your family's nutritious breakfast.
Wow.
That's one that. But here's the one that I remember us singing it.
Well, beef patties, pickles, sauce, lettuce, cheese, and this. Pickles, no.
Pickles, cheese. Oh,
McDonald's Big Mac. It's a big sandwich with a great big taste that everybody's talking about.
all right.
To all beef
patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun.
Hey, that's a
Big Mac.
You deserve a break today at McDonald's.
where your dollar gets a break every day.
Far out.
Far out, man. Yeah, so, that was...
I've heard him do that, only it was with Grand Funk.
That's funny. Chris, you brought, let's see. What's...
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
I'm Big Betty the Blind Bomber, and I want a big cereal.
Honeycomb's big.
Yeah.
It's not small. No. Honeycomb's got a big bite. Big taste and a big bite.
Right. A good breakfast featuring post honeycomb cereal gives you a
Big bite.
Huh? Oh, I love it.
Yeah, right.
Honeycomb bite.
That's one of my favorites.
It tastes right.
That and... what was that?
So what we thought we'd do is take another look at Star Wars, which just...
wait, you hush, Roger Ebert. Nobody wants to hear you.
I don't want to hear anything that man has to say about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Oh, no.
Have it your way.
So loud and
Oh, good Lord.
You're trying to blow my head off.
You just woke the cat
very
up.
loud.
Mitch. Good job.
Remember this one?
I do.
2 Whopper Juniors.
Have it your way.
Back when Burger King was good.
Back when Burger King... Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember? Listen, because we didn't have a lot of places in Conway, and it was it's got to say it was a big deal to go to Little Rock and go to Burger King.
It was a big deal
It
to
was
go to Pine Bluff and get McDonald's.
That's right.
Because that was on the way to my grandma's house, and we always had to stop at McDonald's.
Stop
Pine
at
Bluff.
McDonald's before
Or
you got
Casamigos
there out
and
here.
Little
We had oh my gosh, I wish that place was still going strong.
Lee.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Oh my goodness!
Here's his ancient Chinese secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take commercials you couldn't make today for $800.
Clean better. In hardest water, Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30%
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
more Calgon.
Yeah.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Calgon helps.
But I think if you think about 70s commercials...
Yeah, you were going to watch them because you didn't have a choice.
You didn't have a choice. but one that I really remember is, if you remember...
Mr. Green.
Oh, yeah. Me and Joe Green and Coke.
Yeah.
Thanks, me and Joe.
Help.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, I think...
Shut up, kid.
I think you're the best ever.
You ain't getting no autograph. Autograph's $50.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
What'd you put in here?
Really, you can have it.
Trust no little white boy giving me a Coke. Oh, man. Here, kid.
Yeah, Mean Joe's going to the locker room. Jack Lambert's still out there ripping people's heads completely off their shoulders.
But, that whole, but I think another one of the iconic ones is from
I'd like to buy the world a
Coke had a big, huge campaign, and it was working. I mean, it was. And then, children, if you're way young, you're not going to remember the new Coke. And they did away with the original Coke.
Yeah, that was not good.
People were losing their minds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like with Cracker Barrel. They
Which,
did not
by the
learn
way,
the new Coke lesson.
They caved, by the way.
Bud Light.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Here's the thing, the Cracker Barrel thing, because they did two things.
I don't even know what they did. I've just
they changed their interior completely. They're doing a complete remodel on the inside, and they changed their side. They took the old man and the barrel off, so they took off the cracker and the barrel. And the other sign they put up was
all it says is Cracker Barrel on there.
It's just Cracker Barrel. It was plain. But I just read before we started recording that, and I don't know the details, but I think they're going to go back to the old sign. Because this is what I said early on. Had they just changed the interior of the restaurant, nobody would have cared. But you change the branding and the interior right there. I mean, people are connected to that, man, and you don't just do that because that was a real dude that helped start it.
Man off.
Who knows?
Do they not know what a Cracker Barrel is?
I guess not. So.
Yeah, it says Cracker Barrel to return to old timer logo after Trump and customer backlash. Trump on TV today said they just need to admit they made a mistake and go back.
And
people forgive them.
Here's the thing, and this is what I've always said, because this thing with the Cracker Barrel thing, and I'm sorry, I'm chasing a rabbit here, and I'm probably getting into some dangerous territory, but they politicized it, okay? Because, of course, we do everything now. We politicize everything.
Did y'all, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but you just brought a point up. Did y'all know that Taylor Swift and the dude,
Travis, they're getting engaged.
They got engaged. That was on my main homepage on my TV today.
Yeah.
And then the first video I see on YouTube is they're asking Trump what he thinks about it. Who cares?
Who cares?
Why are you asking the president that question? You dumbass.
He was very magnanimous. He wished him well.
Yeah, wished him well.
What do you do?
Well,
why would you ask the president that? Does he know him? No. Are they in his family? No. Does it matter? No. Holy
all right,
smokes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as close as we've ever gotten to being political on here, I want to say something to both sides. First, to my progressive friends. Not everything is an ism or a phobia if they disagree with you. That's all I have to say on that. To my more conservative friends, not every decision is made because it's woke. They probably literally thought they could make more money by changing this sign up, and they just made a bad marketing decision. Bad marketing decisions. You mentioned New Coke.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. But that being said, and I'm going to rock along those same lines that you just said, we were just discussing this last night. Not me and you, but me and another friend. And until you've walked a mile in somebody's shoes, you don't know what's happened in their life to make them make the political decisions they made.
Well, that's very true.
This country, but you know what? When I was raised, you don't discuss politics.
Right?
No.
That's the way I was raised.
That's why I really don't get into it on this show. That's why I offered just unsolicited advice to both sides there.
Well, there was bipartisanship on this Cracker Barrel decision because it says right here the Democratic Party decried the change as well. Yeah, so we all came together on that.
I like it.
I like to see that. That reminds me of this commercial right here.
I'm going to say the country mended itself with biscuits and gravy.
You know what?
It's America sound. Pepsi people feeling free.
Oh, biscuits and gravy.
Free to stand up and say.
Especially the later it gets.
Let's go to Waffle House.
We're going to Waffle House.
Do you know what Denny's is?
Denny's?
That's Waffle House for people that don't know how to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we still have Denny's?
I don't know. I don't like Denny's.
Do we have an IHOP still?
Yes.
Hey, we had breakfast at O'Malley's. Have you been to O'Malley's?
Yes.
And Butch had corned beef hash, and
Yes.
it looked
It was homemade.
amazing.
It was fantastic,
Yes.
and it was shaved. It was
I've had it.
awesome. It was so much I had to bring back leftovers, and you know what I had the next morning?
Suck.
Corned beef hash.
Oh, yeah.
2 mornings in a row.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I actually with the griddle, I've figured out a way to do the canned corned beef hash and make it really good.
You put a little onion in there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you just throw it in there and you make it nice and crispy?
Make it crispy and flip
Do you
it.
put an egg on the top?
Mm-mm. But I would. I mean, I
But
could
I
some eggs
would.
with
They,
it.
didn't
I
they
ain't
put an
scared.
egg on the top of yours?
Yes.
At O'Malley's?
Do you know
Yes,
what my
they did.
favorite breakfast is outside of biscuits and gravy? I mean, biscuits and gravy would be my all-time favorite. But if I find a restaurant that does Eggs Benedict, I love Eggs Benedict, and I'll get it every restaurant that has it.
Yeah.
But
They have one there
Stobie's-
that's really good.
Stobie's does a corned beef hash.
Yes, they
and
do.
I'll get the Eggs Benedict, and I'll tell them, leave the hash browns off, bring me a side of corned beef hash. And, hollandaise sauce and corned beef hash just go
Bradley
together.
loves Eggs Benedict.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was
So good.
incensed on the Carnival cruise because
Oh, yeah.
they used a hamburger bun. They didn't use an English muffin.
Whoa.
He was
They were out of
incensed.
English muffins, and they put it on a hamburger bun, and he was just like, okay, I'm done with Carnival. Let's go back to Royal Caribbean. Because they at
That's
least
pretty
gave
much
you...
true.
Benedict.
It's
They
pretty
messed
much
up
true.
eggs.
As soon as I figured out you could go to the main dining room on the cruise,
That's what we did.
That's what we do.
absolutely. It's
And not fight
much
the
better
crowd.
food. Much better food, too.
Much better
It is.
food.
And you can get all you want.
I like that. I love French toast. I love really good French toast.
Cindy loves French toast. I am not a French
I
toast
love
fan.
French toast, too.
I don't like the egg wash.
I do.
I don't like the way the eggs cook on the bread. It just for some reason
You haven't had mine because I
It's
make a
texture.
custard.
it's a texture thing. It really is.
Yeah, that's me. Now, I've had French toast that I don't like because my thing is I have to toast the bread first. And a lot of people don't. I toast the bread first because I don't want it to turn to mush.
And that's basically what I guess it's turned
That's
into.
what it is.
But see,
And
I don't
I-
have a problem with waffles or pancakes.
Right.
I love
so if you toast the bread stays, it's more structured. And then when you cook it all the way through. You don't
Yes.
leave any gush inside that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only do you come here to hear a podcast, you're going to get cooking tips
those. Absolutely.
Yes.
while you're here, too.
Well, I tell you, my favorite thing, like go to Waffle House, I get the same order every time. I get the Texas cheesesteak melt, add jalapenos, and then pecan waffle on the side.
Waffle House pecan.
Oh,
Man, you are making me want to go
I have
to
not
Waffle
been to
House.
Waffle House in years.
I love it.
I have not
Love
been to Waffle House in
If you
years.
can get past cigarette smoke back in
Well,
the day.
no, yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
It's good food.
Well,
and it's cooked right in front of you. You can see it. They have nothing.
Debbie
bad
worked
going
at
on.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
When I was
Did
a teenager.
you really?
When she
I
was a teenager.
Not for long.
I did
Yeah.
not, I did not know that.
She worked at
Just
Waffle
in the
House for a
summer.
while.
Just in
Yeah.
the summer on the afternoon. shift.
Speaking of going to Waffle House, this is a classic commercial.
Have you ever? You saying before you play that? Never mind.
hate that whole thing.
He did not listen, did he, Chris?
He had already started.
Already started it.
That whole thing.
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer.
Where was I at?
I don't know. You were going to go somewhere, and I started playing a commercial.
Breakfast, Waffle House.
Yeah, there was something else I was going to say. I can't remember what it was now. Doesn't matter. Oh, have you ever watched how they teach their cooks when they call those orders out? Have you ever really listened to them call a damn order out in
Yeah.
Waffle House?
It's called the Waffle House Way. They have a
Yep.
book that's called the Waffle House Way. Yeah.
That is cool to me.
Yeah.
Like how he lays the butter on the plate or whatever is what he's cooking.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It is pretty
I
cool.
mean, they have a way to do that. They have a system, and it works. And let me tell you something, Cracker Barrel, take note. Waffle House has not changed in 60 years.
Now they cleaned up the smoke residue.
They clean so they clean the nicotine stains off the wall.
Yeah.
But other than that,
let me tell you, Waffle Houses are clean because every so often they do what's called a breakdown, and that's the only time they're closed. I think it's like an hour or two. They will lock the door, and the whole crew will come in. If you notice, there are drains in the floor, and they will pull like big gauge water hoses in there, and they can spray down the entirety of the inside of that store, drain it all, dry it down, and have it all open again in like an hour or two.
Do you know that they're the only restaurant that is open and considered like a point of reference during a hurricane?
if Waffle House is closed, you better leave.
Yeah, something bad.
Because something bad's coming. Other than that, they're open. There's a Waffle House scale.
Use
it's
them
a
as
real
a staging area. It's a staging area. All Waffle Houses are staging areas.
If you get a good quarter cheese plate, scattered, smothered, and covered.
Yes.
What's a quarter cheese?
Quarter cheeseburger.
It's a quarter pound cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get your hash browns scattered on the grill, smothered in onions, covered in cheese. So good.
What they put shit. Scattered, smothered, covered, thrown on the ground, picked up, put back on the plate, put it on the grill, put some chili on it, then throw some cheese on it, then
and
scattered,
then
that cockroach off the grill.
For breakfast though, scattered, smothered, covered, and chunked with ham cubes for breakfast. And
man, that's a meal,
you
dude.
Get your eggs on the side.
But I have not had one of their pecan waffles in forever.
They are so good.
They're so good.
Guys, this has turned into a 10-minute commercial on Waffle House. And I'm going to be honest, we don't care because it's that good.
Do you know the only place that I would consider better than Waffle House after a night of drinking?
Clausen's?
Clausen's Truck
And they're
Stop.
Not here anymore.
They're no longer around, buddy. Yeah. But Clausen's Truck Stop at 2 o'clock in the morning was
Here's the thing.
Awesome.
Here's the thing. And it gave some of it. First of all, I know you didn't really care for the gravy and fries, did you? I love the gravy and fries.
A lot of people did.
But here's the thing: is the part of what gave it its flavor was the haze of cigarette smoke.
Yes.
When you walked in there, this is back in the day when everybody smoked. And I brought this up on a previous podcast of the hypocrisy and dichotomy that was going on in the late 70s in regards to smoking. Everybody's parents pretty much smoked. Your mom didn't, but
both my parents.
Both your parents did. Both of mine did until my dad quit in like 73.
My dad did but before I was born, he quit.
It took a long time.
Smoked.
My dad quit, and it was 10 years probably before my mom
I remember
quit. She'd only smoke at night at home. That was it.
Everybody had ashtray. When's the last time you saw an ashtray in somebody's house?
When we got married, we kept an ashtray in our house.
We did.
Just in case someone wanted to come over and smoke in our house, because that's just what you did.
We did. I didn't remember that.
And then it ended up being like we'd put change in it.
Oh,
and
that's
then we
right.
finally got rid of it.
My parents had a great Razorback ashtray on their table.
Ashtrays were a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. We had one that was a Michelin tire.
I remember that.
Remember that
yeah.
tire? I was going to tell you a funny story about Clausen's. This is a once-in-a-lifetime story because it is absolutely one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life. When I was working at the local arcade downtown, we closed at 2 a.m. And the owner was a really cool dude. We would always go to Clausen's when we closed at 2. We go in there, and you remember when you walked in the door, you turned to the right, and there was booze wrapped all the way around the outside of the building. And then in the center of the room, they had those tables that were around those poles.
Yeah.
Around the poles. We get in the second booth right inside the door. And we're sitting there and we're talking. We've ordered our food and we're waiting. And all of a sudden, these two dudes walk in, and their eyes are redder than a stop sign.
Oh, they're higher than a giraffe's tail. Yeah.
And they sit down and they're laughing and they can't stop laughing. And one of them turns around to the guy behind and says, "Hi, I'm Jay and I'm burnt." And of course, we all laughed and everybody's laughing and joking. And about that time, the door opened and two cops walked in. And you heard it was laughter, instant silence. And you hear real soft. You hear. Dude, those two Conway cops went and sat at the round table right across from those guys and ordered coffee, and they sit there and watch them for 30 minutes, and these guys would not look at them. They wouldn't look up. They're just eating their food. I laughed, dude. It was so
That's hilarious.
Funny. That is one of the funniest things I ever saw in a restaurant ever.
Did you ever work at Burger Shack?
I didn't work at Burger
You
Shack.
worked at
I was just
You
hung
were
out at
there a
Burger
lot.
Shack.
Yeah, we all hung out at Burger Shack.
That
Burger
was
Shack
like
was
that was
great.
my Arnold's. That's where I,
Yeah, they
that's
were
where I-
so good, though. I
They
really like
were.
Burger Shack.
Man, you got a mountain of fries.
I think we all put them out of business though, because half the time we'd go.
Well,
by
the thing
there
is, the
and
reason
just
you got
give
a
the
mountain of
food.
fries is we knew everybody that worked there, and it was like, here, have.
Well, dude,
have-
I know their fries were they gave you a big order of fries.
Kind of like a Feltner's, a
They
lot of
had
burger size fries.
very good food at Burger Shack.
They
Yeah.
had great food, and they let us hang out in the parking lot. Of course, who was the owner?
It was the same one that had Varsity, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I wanted to say it's Dyson's parents, but I can't remember. But they had kids that were our age.
They were nice.
So they let us hang out in the parking lot, and we always kept our trash picked up. And then that was what run.
That's fun times, man. That's fun
That's
times.
what run it for everybody. Is people wouldn't pick up their trash.
I know.
The store owners were
There's always
pissed.
other people that run things, man.
It is.
You know,
Pick your trash up, people.
that idiot that made us have to take off our shoes in the airport, Which, by the way, we don't have to do anymore.
Man, the last time I went snow skiing, I loved to snow ski. It's one of my favorite things to do. I had skied for 2 days. Finally got with some people. Cannon had quit skiing. He wasn't skiing anymore because Cayenne kept skiing around him in circles, and it was really pissing him off. And Cayenne picked it up. Cannon did not, and that just happens. If he goes back, he'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Cindy did, but I had skied for 2 days and finally got with these guys, and I told them I'd almost fallen. And I'd caught myself, and it took me forever to get back up on my skis in the position I was in. And I was really worn out, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm ready to quit for the day. So I skied in, and we ran into all the girls, Cindy and all the wives, and they're like, we're going to make one more run. Y'all come go with us. And we're like, okay, we'll go. And so we rode back up the top. Well, I crashed at the bottom and separated my shoulder.
Oh, no.
And so I'm in a sling. I'm on painkillers. I'm in a sling. I am hurting. We get to the airport to come home, and the TSA agent grabbed my arm and picked it up, and I come unglued. I'm like, what are you doing? If you want this off, ask me. Yeah. Don't touch my arm again. Holy crap.
What are you doing?
Goodness.
So I will tell you my one and only time to go snow skiing.
First time down the hill.
First time down the hill after the bunny slopes, and it was
Now we go to.
it was basically. Do you remember?
A lot of speed in that track. Now, look out! Look at him go!
Yeah, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat.
Agony of defeat.
Baby.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was basically the agony of defeat. I did an agony. Well, here's what happened.
What an iconic intro.
That was Wild World of Sports.
That was an iconic intro.
That was, you talk about an iconic intro.
The thrill of victory,
and the agony of defeat. Well, I did an agony of defeat tumble down the hill because when I got off of the lift, I took a wrong turn and I went down a blue instead of a green. First time down the mountain. Big mistake because about 100 feet in, I lose it, and the rest of the way down the mountain, I'm ba-da-ba-boom, ba-da-ba-boom, because the blue is down at an angle, like almost a 45-degree angle. And it blew my knee out, and I was done. As a matter of fact, it blew my knee out so bad that 10 years later, I had to have surgery on it.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. It's fine now.
I love to snow ski.
Yeah.
I do.
It was very fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I used to think, golly, everybody makes it, but when you do it, it's amazing.
I
It's so fun.
separated my shoulder making my last cut to take my skis off. I knew I was tired. I'd already wrecked up top. I come over. I had never heard this term.
Ryan.
I mean, I started skiing when I was like 15 with Young Life, and I made like 4 trips to Colorado with Young Life.
Ryan.
Yeah, hang on.
Sorry, y'all. Come here.
Okay.
I think Bentley needs to go outside.
I saw your text.
Thank you.
He used the bathroom.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
We got
y'all.
a Bentley report. Anyway.
Anyway,
you were tired. You hit.
I'd never heard mashed potatoes. They're like, the snow's like mashed potatoes. Yeah. And after I heard that term, it was like skiing and mashed potatoes. It was almost real slushy but
and
not
everything.
Slushy.
It was too
different.
wet. It wasn't powdery.
Yes,
yeah.
it was bad. I come over a little hill and I caught a ski tip and I fell. Well, I got up and I'm like, I can see the freaking lodge, man. And I'm like, just go slow, take your time, get down there, you're tired, da-da-da. And I made that last cut and I caught that ski tip. Bam. And I immediately got nauseous at my stomach. Guy comes over, you all right? I'm like, nope. Just get me up.
What'd you do to your shoulder?
It's separated.
Oh, it's separated.
It's still there.
Oh, wow.
There's a knot there. I don't know. Monty knows what it's called it's a sports injury type deal. But that doctor, he took the x-ray. And I said, can I see the x-ray? And he said, yeah, I don't want to. Because I know enough about x-rays to be dangerous with my job.
Yeah.
And I looked at my clavicle and I went, yeah, that's incorrect. It's like sticking up this far.
That
and
is incorrect.
Yeah. And he asked me, he said, well, how do you feel about pain meds? And I said, I do not like pain meds. I do not like the way they make me feel.
No, I don't either.
And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to give you 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you a prescription. And if you feel like you need more, you can go into Durango and pick them up. Okay. I'm sitting there on the couch. Finally, I said, you guys, I'm going to bed. We were in a big cabin with a bunch of people from Bigelow. I said, I'm going to bed. And I went up there. And you have no idea how much you use your shoulders when you're turning over in bed.
Oh, my gosh.
I went to turn over in bed, and I about come out of the bed. Oh, my God. And next morning, I was going to Durango to get some pain meds.
I think I'll get me some pain meds there.
Yeah, it hurt.
Guys, it's a fun show.
It was, and I'm sorry, guys. We kind of got off topic.
No, that's okay.
Times.
But I am going to close it out with one more commercial.
I'm in.
Because, this was a part of our kid time.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question.
3.
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3.
That's 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in this episode of the Butch and Chris Show. We eventually got back to a 70s commercial thing
Kinda,
again. Sort of. But we had a good time. And listen,
We did.
I'm just glad that you stay along with us at this point right here.
Welcome to our world, people.
Yeah. Have your day.
AMF, guys.